How we doing? I'm here. We have a few people in there. Hey, Quasar Boy, haven't seen you for a while. I've been Facebook stalking you, obviously, but I haven't seen you in the Twitch stream for a while. So hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah. Tonight's stream will be a couple of link shares. I just realized that I have something that I need to tell y'all, and it's pretty exciting and fun. And nope, that's not the button I wanted to press. That's not the one at all. Oh goodness, I'm good at this. I've been doing it for months and months. I'm seamless. I have no seams. Boop and boop. Rightio. Yeah, I have something of a thing to share, so now I need to find the people. But basically, some of you may be aware that I am a pun slinger. I like puns. I'm fond of puns. I like to make puns. I haven't made so many on the stream, to be honest, which is interesting. I think maybe I need to plug my brain to a certain gear. But I have competed in Capital Punishment, which is Australia's premier pun slam, because I think apart from a single one in North Queensland, which the trope is that our people who run ours disparage it, but I have no context on whatsoever. I don't think they seriously disparage it, by the way. There's not actual, things. It's the I've won it a couple of times. I've not won it a lot of times, and often when I've won it or when I've not won it, I've been up against another competitor called Mike Drop. That's their pun name. You have to have a pun name. My pun name is Sir Arthur Pundragon. Anywhoozleby, there is a game called Punderdome, which is a fun game. I'm going to do the thing where I drop a little link in the description, and I should in the chat. I should have already had this set up. Where are we? Let's drop a link to it on Board Game Geek. Why not? So you can see reviews and things. Or a Dimmix link, so then you can buy it. For some of you, this is probably sounding like hell, and for others of you, this probably sounds like a lot of fun. But it's a game where it gives you prompts for puns. And the people who run it also run a pun slam in New York. That's the Big Apple place in America. You might have heard of it. And they contacted the people who run Capital Punishment, the delightful Georgia and John, and were like, hey, who would you like from Australia to represent Australia in our pun competition? To which their response was, well, we can't really decide between, is the MC called Tina Tiny Turner Table? I don't know. Our MC isn't. I don't know about Punderdome. I just got that. See? Sometimes my brain's not very switched on. Nice. Tina Tiny Turner Table. That is delightful to say, Quasar Boy. Yeah, and they basically said we can't separate Mike Drop and Sir Arthur Pundragon. Would you be willing to take them both? So, on 17th of September, New York City time, or 9 a.m. Friday, the 18th of September, Australian time, myself and Mike Drop are going to be competing in the Punderdome Pun Slam in New York City, which is super exciting and fun. I don't know how many of their rounds are based on like super quickness, because like when you're talking over that kind of distance, like the speed of light literally plays into it. And of course Australia, so potato internet. So one of my things that I'm doing on tomorrow is calling my ISP and making sure I'm on the fastest possible speed. But it's pretty rad. It's super exciting. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've watched one of their videos. They're very quick. Their puns are very quick, whereas anyone who's seen my videos that I've dropped will know that I like the long bow. That's kind of how I roll. And it's what makes other people's eyes roll. So that's them. That's their Facebook page. I know, it's pretty exciting, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yes. And then that evening, I have a whiskey tasting with work. So that's going to be a lot of fun too, that I'm helping run for the social club. And we've actually got a brand rep coming for the first time, which is really exciting. I think due to the wonders of COVID and it being a virtual event, they're able to make it. And I think that's going to be really good because I've been running them for a while now. This is like the 4th or 5th tasting night that my work social club has done. We've done a gin night, 2 gin nights, 1 gin night, and 3 other whiskey nights. And I generally just Google them, find some information, find some tasting notes, and we just have a chat in the room. And I'm hoping we can do that more or less virtually. But the cool thing obviously is that then having the brand rep there, they're going to know a lot more and be able to answer more questions. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Pretty happy. And now, what I thought I might do is have a quick look at this game, which by all accounts is very delightful and wonderful, called Meadow. I had never heard of it, but I was scrolling through Twitter. I'm mostly able to scroll through Twitter without wanting to firebomb the human race because I've only followed a very, I would say, small group of people, but there's a couple of hundred of them, but it's mainly comics and some game devs and cosplay people and a couple of disability advocates and a couple of just the way that I've subconsciously or accidentally curated my Twitter feed, it doesn't often bring me up too much of the world garbage fire, which is a place of privilege, I guess, that I can operate from. But someone was looking for games that were not about conflict, that were just about exploration or experience or that sort of thing, and somebody suggested Meadow, which is, to my understanding, a game where you go around and you are animals. You can just investigate if you want to just investigate, or if you want to do other things, you can do other things. You can cooperatively do stuff with other players. Comics and Sans, indeed. But both at the same time. Comic Sans Serif. I employ Comic Sans Serif when I can, just to annoy my designer friends, but that's because sometimes I'm guilty of war crimes. But you can communicate in this, but you can apparently only communicate through gesture and tone. So there's no, and they're animals, so there's no like nastiness in the communication. So what I've done, this is literally the first time I've fired it up, so there's probably going to be a fair amount of relatively amusing staggering around. I'm going to bring up the game audio that I've got going here, and you should start hearing the delightful trill of some water. Hopefully I don't make you all need to go to the loo. Here we have. It gets points straight away for me for having a window that likes to move to the appropriate monitor, and that is easy to share. So I'm going to connect to the Asia server, 6 other users. It's thinking about stuff. 10 new statues, 3 new achievements. Good to know. Let's turn that down a little bit. So, if I enter the world, I will be a Badger Cup. Settings, first thing I want to do. Controls. Invert, vertical. Thank you for not using the letters. I can never remember the letters for X and Y, which one's vertical, which one's horizontal. And I'm super happy that it just says vertical and horizontal because I almost always get it wrong. Mouse button left, sense, mouse button right, jump, space, run, left, shift. There's puzzles, there's a radar, move cam is right mouse. Okay, cool. I will remember none of those things. I'm liking the audio. Oh, I have. So because this is the first time, I'll probably have to move my head around a little bit because I'm not sure what if any HUD is going to appear. I'm also going to make my head bigger and then crop my head down. Which, you. Is for the purposes, it means that I'm more likely to sort of slightly skew out of frame, but it means you get more of my big head. So let's enter the world as a badger cub. It's loading. I probably should have tried to make it full screen on mine. That's alright. So it's thinking. So how are you all doing? Has everyone had a great day? Hey, Drury Fiery. Don't know if you're still there. Hopefully you're not a bot. Okay. Great. Commands, emotes, actions, special voices. Okay. Let's see if we can full screen this. Full screen. Fine. Aha. There we go. Yes. Keep that. Right. So now I need to make this window a little smaller. In fact, this is the downside. Savage Just Bunny is looking at a couple of job apps. I love you and you're wonderful, and it's annoying and indeed bath-worthy that other people don't just see that and want to just straight up just say, oh no. Okay. Okay. A valid bath. No, not window. I want the monitor. Display capture. That one. There we go. Go back here. That's better. Okay. Returning. There are 6 animals in this grove. My understanding is that other animals are all other users. How good is this art style? Love it. Hello. So we have these symbols here for communication. Hey! Look! We're jumpy boys. Ooh. Oh. I'm a badger cub, I believe, but you know what? If you want it to, if you want it to be a wombat, there is a game where you play a wombat. I remember seeing it at a PAX. I'm gonna follow this person, this badger. Let's see what we can find. Well, this is pretty darn delightful. The dev is called Mind and Delight, and I can see my oh, I'm stuck in a thing. Okay. Where did they go? They came this way. They run away. Ah, they vanished. I would like to move these so they're just a line. Let's see if this is an option. Settings, controls, gameplay, rotate radar, no, tree icons, tree movement, den icons, traffic, eye tracking. I'm okay with that eye tracking, but that's pretty cool. So, let's just walk around and see what we can find. Is that movement over yonder? No. Let's see what we can have a look at. jumpy jumpies though. Yes. Ah. Motes. Actions. Special. Okay, cool. Voices. No, no voices. Not commands. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Goodness. I happen to go a little handbook to freedom. Okay, where shall I look? Should we go into the woods? I really hope Perdita gets on tonight. I think she would find this especially delightful. Some woods. Oh. Okay. Ah, these are the shortcut keys. Oh, that's good. I like that. So, one can. Ah, you can load stuff. Alright, I don't know what that means. Okay, they're symbols. It can mean whatever I want it to mean. What am I talking about? Of course it is. So, happy and sad. There was a come this way before. Well, there appeared to be. What does that do? Can I summon leaves? I can make flower petals fall from the sky. That needs to be on number 5. You 5. How do I bind you to 5? Alright, you can just stay there. I can make flower petals fall from the sky. I'm amazing. Oh, this impedes my travel. Oh, hey. Do you reckon I can climb that fallen tree over there and get high? I think I can. Avoid the difficult terrain. Jumpy uppy downy, jumpy uppy downy. Really, really am liking this style. It's interesting because part of my brain is like, is that not a bit janky? And the other part of my brain is like, no, it's fantastic. Shut up, brain. Okay. Oh, got my mouse too far over. Okay. Oh, I absolutely am. Oh, just do a quick 3-point turn as a little badger. Aha. I'm gonna do it. Another 3-point turn as my badger self. Look at me with my badger self. Oh, I'm getting high. I'm up off the ground. I'm looking around. Oh no! Oh, no fall damage. That's good to know. I would have been a bit sad if I just found out that I'd hurt my badger, I think. Hashtag not a euphemism. Okay, so we can instruct people. Just like a musical score. Alrighty. I'm enjoying the music. understanding is, yeah, there's puzzles and things. Haven't found one. Don't overly mind at this point in time. Just kind of looking around. Which isn't unpleasant in the least. Textures. Oh, hang on, there's a little purple leaf, purple flower. That was a thing to find. I found a thing. So there's that little, there's my little dopamine hit, which is nice. Is there another one of those around? Probably. If there's one thing, there's probably more things, especially in a game like this. The thing I just found was range of emotions. I am happy. What's that? Oh, so that's lie down. I have found musty undergrowth. I think I can get up there. Have a shufty. I believe there are other animals I can be at some point. What does the map show me? Intrigued rather than concerned or frustrated. It seems to be. Hey, there's another one. I found another thing. Flowers and things that don't quite match what's around. Feel free, if you're watching and in the chat, to offer some suggestions as to where I might want to go and what I might want to do. Oh, the musical sting is getting quieter. What happens if I go back that way? Again. I keep expecting to see faces come out of these textures. I don't know if that's a me story, probably. Just looking right up my poor little badger's bum there. Just thinking about it. Must admit, this badger guy's got. My little badger person has cardio. Serious cardio. Look, see, that to me is level design saying, climb up. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it was more pink. More pink flowers. Keep an eye out for a wing shadow. I am only a little badger, it's true. Wing shadows could potentially be a problem. I think that would be a heck of a gotcha for a game like this if suddenly just this hawk swooped down. It's like, and it's like, you've been eaten. Squawk! Game over. There's one. Oh, I got a thing. I got part of an emote. I am finding stuff. I am finding out about stuff, and I am finding stuff. Lemon! Oh, that hurt. Little belly flop for my guy. keep saying guy. I'm sorry. I know I need to work on that. Alrighty. Oh, getting the music in. Haven't seen my friend from before. Who will provide for the pups? It was quite an impact there. That's true. Okay. Who will provide for the wee ones? Let's see if we can't find another anything. We found some water. And some snow. There's been a lot of snow around where I live, or at least more than normal. Not a lot of snow. I know we're growing to a curve here. For instance, if someone from Colorado was looked at, they'd be like, "A lot of snow?" Question mark. Hardly. Oh, there's another one. There's another thing. I'm swimming. I have 45 essence. I suspect that will become meaningful to me at some point. What's incredible, I think, is I'm looking at this countryside that is a collection of rough shapes, textures with some patterns, some, like, yeah. And it looks cold. And it might just be that I'm feeling cold. Hey, Dave, how you doing? I'm playing Meadow, Dave, which is a exploration. I understand it can be cooperative. There are 6 other people on this server, which I believe means they're in this Meadow area with me. And I'm just giving it a go. Oh, ouch. Okay, so I'm not getting carried by the current. I'm also not sure, and I don't want to disparage if this is the intended final form, but I'm not sure if this is the final form or at what stage of development this is in Fallout Meadow. But I'm loving what it is. It's got like a bit of a lo-fi feel to it. Let me just see if I can't. Okay. Show me it in the store. Give me some context. I'm just taking a moment, sorry. Have a look at my delightful thing there. Okay, so its release date was 2016. So the lo-fi look is the lo-fi look, and I love it. Okay, let me stop, because that's not helpful. Hey, I'm back. No, I'm not. I don't think I can die in the game. I think that's kind of the point of the game. I mean, I haven't yet, and I've jumped from a very high height. I thought I'd just play something. I was saying before, Dave, that I found out about this game when one of the many people I follow on Twitter was saying that they were after a game that was not about combat. I did fall out of a tree, and I fell out of a tree. Thank you for the reminder. Sawbones. After something that was non-combat, and so this came up. And I had a look at it on the Steam, and I purchased it. I've got more essence. Okay, so there I am. What do I need to? You jackface. Not the badge at me. Need to adjust that camera so that I might. Yeah. There we go. So I've got a new skin and a new emote building with stuff, which I'm very excited about. And I'm just a little badger running around. I like the music. I don't know if the music is reacting to where I am and is trying to cue me into stuff, and I'm just not clever enough to notice. I don't know whether I'll find everything in this here meadow and then have occasion to go to a different meadow. But I'm enjoying this sort of calm. Hey, there I am, more essence. I have 80 essence now. I'm enjoying the kind of mellow wandering around. Oh, there's a flashy. 85 essence I have. Startings of a sore tooth I have. That's very, very deep. Is it a lake? Is it a pond? We're also looking at it from a badger cub's eye point of view. So I don't know if it's... I think that was a cloud moving across the sun, which is radness. So there's lots of stuff to discover on this water here. And there's a wee island over there that I think I'm going to have to swim towards to try and get stuff. I can see this as being a really beneficial game to just come home or fire up after a tricky day or a hard day and just spend 20-30 minutes just setting out, walking around, maybe discover some stuff. I think once you've discovered different animals, it looks like there's animals you can unlock. Find some friends. That was very essency. That helped my essence a lot, that one did. Oh gosh, I've got to stop thinking outside the window. There's your problem. Okay. Around the side here. Of course, over there, there's another one over. How do I activate beast mode? I think I don't. I don't think it's that kind of game. I will be depriving people of oxygen shortly, Sawbones. Let me have this lovely, pleasant experience. Then you can pew-pew things when we're doing that. Oh! I just realized something else that I have to share with you all when I go back to big head mode and the link sharing bonanza that is the thing. But I've beaten my PB in discovering a dish of which I was not previously aware, and then finding some recipes and then cooking said dish, whereby on Friday afternoon at about 2 or 3 p.m. oh, Essence 155, I was taking a moment and I watched a little bit of Guy Fieri being delightful, because that's how Guy Fieri do. Oh, this looks significant. I nommed it! And I'm getting essence from the nomming. Well, that's delightful and I love it. But he was in Miami, and of course, who else do you hang out with when you're in Miami but Vanilla Ice, which is awesome. Eat the rest of it. And went to a restaurant owned by a couple of Brazilian expats who'd spent a whole bunch of time sailing around the Caribbean, and he had a Brazilian seafood stew called moqueca, which I'd never heard of, because in many ways I'm an uncultured swine. And it's a seafood stew with tomato and onion and capsicums and coconut milk. And I was planning on doing a generic tomatoey seafoodness last night for Carmen and my dinner anyway. And so I had to go at making some moqueca, and it was really, really nice. And I say that fully aware that I'm the person who's saying that, and I'm the person who made it, so, you know, take it that what you will. But it was just a damn delight. There's a bit of lime juice in it, and the lime juice and the coconut. I put the lime in the coconut. I did do that, and I know I'm preempting probably both Quasar Boy and Quack Sawbones in that comment about putting the lime in the coconut. A little bit of chili. The recipe itself asks for more chili, but there is a gulf between the tolerance and enjoyment levels of myself and Carmen, and I tend to... Oh, hang on. I heard someone... me. Excited about possibly... Oh, there's a thingy to find. Aiming! Jumping off cliffs when I know there's no fall damage is disproportionately... You don't need to zip your lip. I just knew you'd make a lime in the coconut joke, that's all. Because it's a classic joke and it's an appropriate thing to do. I certainly was not disparaging you in my... Ah, hello! Hey, buddy. Let's see if that's understood. I use that symbol to mean, let's go to the water. Let's see if they'll follow me. While I collect some essences along the way. Of which I now have 235. Yay, they followed me! Oh my goodness, that is joyous. That is so happy making. Have you seen any foods? What now? Is it crystals to discover? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go this way. Let's go this way. Just found another thing to collect some essence. The question is that the original lime and the coconut link that you've put in there, Quasar Boy, or is that the Muppets lime and coconut? Is that where I was before, or is that a different island? I think that's where I was before. Yeah, because there's the down log here. Oh yes, the Muppets. Oh yes, the original. Oh, they ran away. They didn't follow me. Oh, I heard something. Hide and seek. Harry Nelson, yes. Was Harry a psychedelic one-hit wonder, or did he do other stuff? Because I know Lime and the Coconut from memory was like an accidental hit. Like they were just farting around and they did that. Because the Manamana song is like a Scandinavian song from the 50s or the 60s that again was just sort of, it just happened and then the Muppets took it and ran with it. Created history. Oh, hang on. Did I just see someone like jump into the sky? What is it? Oh, look what I just did. I went to the wrong place. Because I used my control numbers, which I've mapped to things in OBS. I will need to remember that next time I'm playing Command & Conquer. Because that's how you create little squad groups with the control numbers. That's got nothing to do with any of the games I'm playing today. Hang on, I heard you. Where are you? Sounds distressed. Oh, there they are. Oh my goodness, they've changed! It's a different person, it's a fox. That's the best. Can I spend my essence? Character options. Other players, non-selected voices, badge cub, skins, okay. Oh, hang on. I'm just jumping around, being a badger cub, with two people, I have no idea who they are. We're making noises at each other as various animals. This is a damn delight, is what it is. Excellent. Where's my bye-bye? How can I say bye-bye? I must go see these now. Oh my goodness, look at the little kitty! Hang on. It's saying there's something that way. That's what I interpreted. I see I was gonna stop. I need to follow where they're going, because I think there's something that way. Is that crystals? Oh! Found a ball. Yee! Where did you see my ball? Where's my ball? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Predator, why aren't you seeing this? You would love it. Oh, hang on. It's a noise I've not experienced before. Also, side note, the directionality of the sound is very good too. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I'll definitely come back to this. That was a dang delight. So, back to tree. Yes. And I'll exit the game now. Yes. Well, that was awesome, and I loved it. And I think I will play that again, happily and delightedly. It's interesting because I came to Journey quite late, so I never had that experience of interacting directly with very many other players in Journey. But I feel like that was quite similar to that, where you can't use words, you can't type anything, so you're just using gestures and sounds and trying to get stuff across. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. I'm very happy that I played that, and it was a dang delight. And now it is time once again for the hapless crew of the STS Gilligan VI, or at least the much put upon. Oh, come on. You shouldn't take. Yes, it's not responding. Close it then, please. Please hang on while Windows reports the problem to Microsoft. So Windows is basically dobbing. Am I a Starship Trooper? No, but I'd like to know more. Do you refer to anything specific? Or is it a pun that once again my lazy brain is not getting? Okay, so let's get you over here. Do that. There I am. I wonder if I can capture that window. Because if I can capture that window, that will make the there we go. God damn it. Sorry, I know I should have done this. Okay. Yes. There we go. Because I think that's just going to work out a little bit better. So, just across over the STS Gilligan. Oh, hang on. Let's move my noggin out of the way. Okay. So, when last we met our intrepid heroes, it kind of changed the laws of physics. We found I have got the keeping of the manifest, the people. There we go. It's only a little in the if you're watching this on a phone or a device, you've got Buckley's of seeing that, I realise. So this has got everybody who's iterated at this point in time. Who's here? Hey Thicker. I don't know if you've been around before either. So hey Drewy Fiery and hey Thicker. I'm going to just say, sending a quick heads up thing. We are quite close, I think. I think we're in the penultimate sector. We've got 3 levels of shield, a great deal of engine. Oxygen and Medipack isn't a lot there. We only have 3 crew. We have Beck 2B, we have Quack 7, and we have 6. I might have to put the T back in there. So it's 6. Makes it more obvious that it's a play on Steve. I think I'm going to have to do that. In fact, let's do that now. In this iteration, we've had Purdy 7, and then Purdy 7 was infected by the virus because Purdy 7 was an Engi, who were the nanite cluster characters. And following that infection by a virus became Perfect Purdy X, who had yellow full ability in every skill. And who died? Because I wasn't paying attention. Hey, Evil Steve is here to rub the wires together. Hey, Evil Steve. I'm just going to shoot another quick message actually to somebody. Because I can. And if they're not up for it, that's cool too, but I just thought I'd let them know. I'm also going to get my apostrophes in the "your" right, because I care for this person and don't wish to insult them by having poor grammar. So, the hull's doing okay. We're okay for missiles. We're okay for fuel. Plenty of drones, but we don't really have any drones to speak of. There's a store there that's no help because we haven't got anything to spend there, at least in the bathroom. Shall we explore the asteroid field or wait for the FTL to charge? What do you think, smart crew type peoples? Explore. So Engine Boy wants to explore. What is your thought there, Mr. Evil Steve? And Quack is here too. Yes. A pirate ship was hiding behind one of the larger asteroids and it comes to attack us. So they have a beanie. They have 3 shields. Okay, who are they sending aboard? They're sending an Engi and a guy. Okay. So they're about to interact with our oxygen in a way that is probably going to make us unhappy. So what I'm going to do to you there, Sawbones, actually, make you go there. And I'm going to do the very brave thing of venting the O2 area into space and hope that they don't damage it. Because there we go. Okay. Let us breach their shields. It was very close. They very nearly destroyed it. Let's see how that goes for us. Well, that's handy. Let's burst laser that too. And also kill their crew member while we did it. So, you know, let's take a moment of happy for that. Let's hull laser there. See, that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire that up, and I'm just going to roast a whole bunch of their shit. Cool. And they want to surrender. They want to surrender. Of course they want to surrender. You have clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. 3 fuel, 3 missiles, and 31 scrap. So Sawbones is down to kill them. 31 isn't bad. Do we get more when we destroy the... It's soft. So we are not accepting their offer. They need at least 32 scrap. Okay. Well, we got 62 for blowing them up. And let's just wait for this person to suffocate, shall we? There we go. And suffocate they did. Quasar joined the Space Murder Hobos. Quite. It was delightful. Okay. Steve, you've got an ouchie. You should go to sickbay with your ouchie. I do enjoy how much we of the crew evidently DGAF about these asteroids. Okay. Yep. I reckon we can do these two here, and then we can see what's on offer up there. Okay, Pegasus missile. As soon as you arrive, a small manned ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. You must have interrupted their salvage operation because you find a weapon ready to be installed. Excellent. More missiles. We don't need the Pegasus missile though, Sawbones. We've got the breach, remember? All we need to do is get that last missile, that last WEPS upgrade. You cross paths with an Engi cargo vessel hurrying home before the Mantis fleet attempts to take over this sector. You're happy to offload some of their cargo to get home faster. 36 and oh, I'm scared with what the RNG wants us to do. I think the breach is better. Whoa, you receive a wideband message. Free schematic samples. Be sure to visit our new military grade. Okay, I'm actively paranoid now. For a weapon pre-igniter. Actively concerned. I think, crew of mine, that we can go to the unvisited location, go to the store, and then leg it straight down and avoid the go straight to the store now, or are we going to go that extra stop? Sawbone says store. What does the rest of the chat say? What do you say, Evil Steve? You get extra, like, input because you're in it. You're in the crew. That's 2 stores. Actually, no, don't, because last time we rolled them bones, we ended up getting hosed. So you're right. Let's go to the store. And let's see what the colours in space have on offer for us. Okay. Burst Laser Mark 5. Mark 3, rather. With 5 pews per. A hull laser 3. We've already got a hull laser 2. Oh, the Pegasus missile requires 3 power. Low chance of breach, low chance of fire, goes through a bunch of shields, fires 2 missiles per. I still think we're better off with the breach, and we can sell. The charge time is 20 seconds, charge time on the breach is 17. Yeah, I think sell Pegasus. I think you're right there, Sawbones. That was going to be my thought. Because what we can do now... Yeah, the Burst 3 is tempting, but it's also very power hungry. It takes 4 power. And we're all but maxed out on WEPs. And the aim of maxing out on WEPs is to... not the crapped out one. Is to give us the ability to fire beam. And if we're going to be doing anything to swap out weapons, I think it would be, we've already got a breach 2. It gives you money for repair all. Yeah, we've already got a breach 2 though. Or are you proposing we have a second breach 2 and we run 2 breaches? Because remember, the breach doesn't do system weapons. So it doesn't do damage. Like, you want all the breach 2. So Steve wants to breach all the things. I don't think we need fuel sawbones. Because we've only got about 4 jumps left in this sector, and then we're in the main one. We could do multiple breachings. Multiple breachings are tempting, but then we don't have the fire beam option, because we'd have to de-rig that. Although if we purchase it, it doesn't have to be rigged all the time. So that gives us the option of just having it on standby. Table flips Evil Steve. 2 breaches and a fire beam. Well, we could double breach shields and then fire beam. You're saying we can unmount the burst laser or the hull laser. So burst, fire beam, 2 breaches? Is that what we're talking about here? Because again, we don't need to sell that other burst laser. We can put that in the hold. Or the hull laser rather. We can put that in the hold and it can just be there ready to go. I think Quasar supports that. Evil Steve and Quack Sawbones. Your input is sought. Every time Evil Steve goes quiet, I'm at least... Well, why don't we buy the second breach and then we have the option of installing it. Because then what we can also do... Okay, I'm not going to do that last pit in WEPs yet. Repairs. Okay, fine. I want to do repairs. Are we fixing all of it, Sawbones, or are we just like topping it up until it's green? You don't like the taste of vacuum. Apparently it's gunpowder. Oh no, gunpowder is moon dust. There we go. 1. Done. 1 and done. Let's see what we find. You see a small rebel carrier in the distance. You lay low and try to blend in with other traffic. However, it's surprising to see a rebel military alone deep in Engi space. How surprising. Oh, hang on a sec. Hey, Steve. You want to get back to your post there? Just lollygagging in the infirmary? No lollygagging. It's in the contract. No gagging on lollies. Oh! Distress signal originates from a small Engi ship under attack by a rebel fighter. Rebels see Federation markings. They turn to attack. Okay, so they have a beam weapon and a burst weapon. They have 3 shield bips. They have some drones, but I don't know what manner of drone. Oh, those kinds of drones. And I think they're about to discover that it's just about to colossally suck to be them, I think, is the main thing. Let's breach their shields, let's breach their drones because they're giving me the irrits, and let's see what that does. Okay, so we missed the drones. Let's pew 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 the rest of the shields. So we got a little bit of fire started. Hey, Purdy! The ship and the crew are doing pretty well. We now have 2 breach thingies. We've kept the hull laser. Next time I'm playing Meadow, you aren't dead. Oh, and apparently Sawbones doesn't like the taste of vacuum, which I think is a defeatist attitude, and is going to come up on his next performance review. Oh, that was deeply satisfying. That simultaneous detonation. Oh, and it's just about to be the worst for them. Okay, so we didn't start a fire in their weapons area. That makes me a little sad. But let's destroy their weapons. Oh. Oh! They've done arrow 2. But I paid attention, so I saw that they'd done arrow 2. I can't help but feel like we're rubbing it in somehow. Like they're trying to get us with the beam laser and we're going, no, this is how you snot someone with the beam laser, honestly. Oh, and I'm murdering their crew as they come to... Yeah, I heard Meadow as a game, I need to see a little quack told me. Hee hee. Hit their med bay. Medin bay, bay, bay. What have you got against... No, I'm not going to make that joke. That is a mean joke. Directed at you, Darren. Oh, look, they're starting to get their shields back. Boom. If we don't shoot... there's... I didn't take out their... Let's see what happens when I do that. I think we can do a dead crew victory on this one. How very dare he. Right. No. Yes, I am essentially wasting things to try and suffocate their crew. Yes! Oh, that's terrible. 1 fuel, 2 missiles, 73 scrap. The Engi vessel turns out to be very poorly equipped. Barely a runabout, really. They're trying to outrun the rebels and need all the help they can get. 40 scrap, 2 missiles, 2 fuel. 25 scrap, nothing. If we do 42-2, we still have enough for that last bit of weps, should we wish to do that. And we're being generous, and it might give us something that'll give us blue text. What says the crew? We're going to vote for option 2 from Quasarboy. I'm thinking option 2 is probably the way to go as well. That's a Quacks number 2. Are you okay with us giving them some of your missiles, Evil Steve? Are you willing to share your missiles? Okay. Oh, we now have automated medbots. So that's pretty rad. For those people who aren't familiar with the game, what that means is if any of our crew are injured, provided the medbay is online, they will heal in place. They don't have to go back to the medbay to heal, which is nifty and useful. Let's leave that in the bank until we go to the next sector. So it's 1, 2, 3. I think we need to go to that one. In Soviet space, ether comes here. That's what it is. It's nothing special. It's just the med tech just jams the ether bottle into the atmo. The Engi seem to have avoided this particular node, along with every other life form. You keep your eyes peeled for reasons why, but spin up the FTL without event. Oh, sorry, distress signal. Space ether into the O2 supply. You arrive at Long Range Beacon when the FTL drive is charged. You can jump to the next sector. What at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Oh look, we have a blue option! You scan the battlefield, and with the aid of your sensors, you are able to salvage a moderate amount of material. We've just got back everything we gave to the Engi, more or less, like we're 2 scrap down. But we have nanobots. Oh, you all signed the nanobot clause. I didn't mention that, but you absolutely did. Jump! Last stand. Last stand. We have 155. We have 3 bips of shield. We can teleport and breach to the heart's content. We can fire beam. We can burst laser. Let's do it. Whee! Okay, there's all our friendlies. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past the initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" We explain our mission. Let's explain our mission. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Terzil of the Engi Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. Let us explain the weakness of the enemy fleet. It is the rebel flagship. Okay, we get 10 fuel, 10 hull points repaired. We're on our last fuel. We can't have been. Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying their flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel. Other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck." No, good. Yes. So, we can get part of the way to having 4 shield bips. Oh, we've already maxed out WEPs. Duly noted. Engines. Yes, we haven't upgraded engines in a bit, that's true. I don't think 4 shields is worth it either. I think an extra bit just tips it over the balance. Okay, so we need to get to there. We'll do medbay in a tick. They're quack sawbones. You arrive in the middle of a raging battle. Both sides are taking heavy losses. A small squadron flies past and a fighter breaks off. Oh. Have a go if you think you're hard enough. Okay, so it's another... Oh, here we go. Welcome to the land of no oxygen. Population, you 2 schlubs. Sawbones, report to door control. Sawbones, report to door control. Yeah, it's got that sort of chiptune kind of... what? They made it through the door. Alright. Let's all go and keep Steve company before he gets deaded. Right. Don't like your shields. Don't like your weapons. Really don't like your shields. Okay, so the burst laser didn't work very well. Not a fan. Okay. Let's all get back to our let's all get back to our post. How about Sawbones doesn't get back to their post until the O2 is back on deck? See how they're healing nicely without having to go to the medbay? That's one of my favourite things. Okay. Once again, Plague on your shields. Really don't like your shields. Really don't like your reps. Oh, look at that. Let's just stitch them. Oh, hang on. Can we do that? Oh, we can. Good to know. Have some problems. Oh no, I insist. Okay. Go away, O2. Do you think they're gonna be... Let's just do that. That fire beam is brutal, just by the way. Brutal. $76, 3, 2. Fire is hot. It's just... I mean, I'm liking getting lots of extra, yeah, let's make our healings heal more healingly. Because that was very handy as well with the Engi Medbot dispersal dealywhacker. So we need to intersperse ourselves between them and them. So if we go up there, we can probably get there. We'll work it out. Oh look, we have, oh okay, they've got a heavy laser. They have 2 heavy lasers and a burst laser. Oh, this could be problematic. Okay, and here they are again. It really would be nifty to have another crew member or 2, but I kept not paying attention to them and they kept dying. So I guess, you know how, oh no, don't open that door, jerkface. You go there. Can you get to the door before it? That's what we want. Okay, let's get our pausey on. Ah, oh, Steve! Can you go 20 minutes without letting people breach your section? For cereal. Well, we set fire to... Oh, gosh. Ow, 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 ow. Let's go help out Steve. Let's get Steve out of there. Okay. Let's breach their shields again. Let's breach their med bay because that's fun. Steve and Quack aren't doing too well. Steve, I'm gonna get you to go to the actual sick bay while I pew pew pew. Shit. Okay. Let's fire beam the rest of their room, shall we? And once again, leave another. We don't need to breach their FTL. Just set fire to their pilot's room, just because we can. So there's that flip side of it, where... Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, hang on a second. That was a waste, but ruined the ether supply. We are going to need more. We're going to need... Oh, that's so we're going to need more missiles. There we have it. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of running good old Sawbones ragged, I'll just give ourselves the upgraded doors. And give ourselves a bit more evasion. Okay, we are about to have our first encounter with no, we're not. Sheer scale of destruction, the distance is almost breathtaking. Unfortunately, your position as an independent observer doesn't last long. Okay, so they've got, oh gosh, they've got missiles and they've got a couple of burst lasers, so we really need to deal with their weapons as soon as we can. It helps that they keep missing us. Good on your engines, good on your piloting. Right. Breachy, breachy. Breachy, breachy. Let's see what happens. Well, balls. Steve, care to explain? No, it's not bead curtains, it's those hanging plastic strips like they have in cool rooms, the ones that feel like they're grabbing at you. Yeah, so Steve, it's only our last two. Excellent, that'll work. Okay, that'll work less. Ah, and I can't shift weapons because we're in the middle of a battle. Let's set fire to some things. Hey! Has anyone else noticed that the ones that we're firing up against, that we're up against at them, don't actually have a med bay on their... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. On their ship. I'm going to set fire to the pilot's room because... Oh, you jerk face. They're like... They be robots. Okay, so here we might be running into the problem of running two breaches. Because we're out. And so we can't really do anything about... We're in a stalemate. They can't get us and we can't get them. Except that there's a whole bunch of being not alive in the future for the rest of their crew. Because apparently our ship is entirely peopled with sociopaths who just want to set fire to everybody. Which is horrific. Just absolutely terrible. Why are you still... How do you still have oxygen? Your O2 system has been destroyed for ages. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we've got one... So I'm going to adjust the loadout and swap out one of those breaches with a hull laser. Murder! Yeah. And then we'll do it. Run it that way. Okay. We should wait and engage the enemy flagship, I feel. Because we can't jump to somewhere and back and purchase stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Are we ready? Alrighty. So it's stealthy. We have one missile. It's true, we have one missile, and we will use it well. Oh, I hate that. I just hate it so much. Ooh. There's just that rapid fire missile dealy madooby. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. They can, if you want my opinion, go away. Ah. I'm not digging. Like, it's manageable, but it's also vexing. Ah, son of a bitch. Good, set fire to stuff. It's not. Oof, that was the sound of hull breaching, fire happening. The problem with this is we can't rely on fire. Rendering them deaded. What we need to do is enjoy that multi-missile launcher thing, I don't like it. Ah. God damn you. Stop being invisible. There you go. Die. So we got a couple of missiles back. That's handy. Let me just do some oxygen breaching here to put out that. Send a glitter bomb into the O2 systems. Okay. Now let's close all our doors. Not open all our doors, as I have done on more than one occasion. And then have Sawbones complain that he doesn't like the taste of vacuum. And I think, because that's 10 o'clock, that's one round down with the mothership. I think we will come back on Tuesday. I have plans to play another game, but I think we should definitely come back on Tuesday and work at... Vacuum is breathtaking, it's true. And... Where do you propose we buy these missiles from? Okay, that's it. We're gonna go one more jump. We're at our base. Flagship and Discovery is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Right. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's Zappy. Oh, a boarding drone. Oh, that's not great. Really? I'm not thrilled by a boarding drone being on board. That's right, 2 missiles. Oh, get out of hell. Okay. I think RN Jesus may have abandoned us. I think we're gonna have bad time. but there's not much we can do immediately at this point in time. Okay, Becca 2B needs to get out of there. Right. Burst lasers on drone confirmed. Yes. Oh, goody. The O2's on fire. That's what we want to happen right now, is have the O2 on fire. That's the opposite of what I would be preferring at this exact moment in time. Impulsive decisions do not like going past 10. Breach on missiles. Where is that missile launcher? Yes, we will breach the missile launcher. Okay. We'll also curb stomp their damn drones. Oh no, don't you bloody do the bloody. Let's close all of them. Thank you. Oh, we've got 6 hull left and they've got much more than that. I think RNGesus has abandoned us. We're not evading as well as we could be because I didn't have people in the right positions, because we hadn't stocked up on our crew as well as we could. Start a bit of a fire there, because that's always fun. Oh, goody! Another breaching pod. Oh, we've got 2 hull left. Oh, they've just... Oh, it's all gone. It's all gone to custard. We didn't do too badly, but now we're gone. Look. We got a new high score. The dismayed noise made you giggle. Lone bugle. It's to be expected. It's always going to happen. The question just becomes when. Twitch things. 200823 STS Gilligan VI. Final score. I'd like to speak to the manager. You've read the 1948 Charter of Human Rights. Oh dear. That was quite a last reel of one of the particularly brutal episodes of Battlestar Galactica moment. So I've captured 4 of the 6 STS Gilligan scores, so that's not too bad. What I'm doing now is I'm reordering the file names so that the date is last, but they will be hopefully in something approaching. Oh, they won't be in proper numerical order because the anyway. So. Yes, thank you. That's how I roll. Thank you very much. There you go. Gilligan 2, Gilligan 3, Gilligan 4, Gilligan 6. So the Gilligan 1 and the Gilligan 5 what happened got lost to posterity. But we've definitely, we've come a long way. 3685 is our highest score to date, which I am very excited about. Why am I doing that now? That's the question. Gilligan, there's no time for standards. There are just so many to choose from after all. So now I shall iterate Steve. I shall iterate Beck. I shall iterate Sawbones. And I shall iterate the STS itself. I have some standards. Thank you for staying a little bit later than normal in order to enjoy that. I'm going to play another game on Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure what that game is, but I will do so. Probably, possibly even some more FTL. I should make my head nice and big. Possibly some more FTL. There's also, what is it called? Call up my pile of shame. Unfortunate Spacemen is supposed to be fun and something I can play with multiple people. So if Sawbones and Evil Steve, for example, are free on Tuesday and have Unfortunate Spacemen, then we can possibly squad up and get some fun times going on. Oh, Sawbones has an art. Well, your art is awesome, so that is a fun thing to be doing and a cool thing to be doing. And then there might be some FTL after that, depending on how long it goes and how frustrated I am with computers in general by that point in time. In the meanwhile, Hanger. Actually, one thing I haven't done is I haven't shown you all that I have unlocked other ships, including the I think it's a Federation cruiser, Federation corvette, the Osprey. So stealth one, meh. Mini beam and dual lasers, please. So the Osprey does look pretty rad. Like, I like the layout, I like the design of it. It's got lots of room for systems. And so, oh look, my room's to not be when you're supposed to be. And for me to forget where you are so you suffocate because I've opened your room to space. So it might be that the Gilligan VII is one of the other models, or we might keep going with the Kestrel until we actually defeat defeat the baddies, defeat the rebel flagship. But everyone who's in lockdown, be well, be safe. Down in Melbourne, thinking of you and hope you're doing well. Everyone else, be kind to yourselves, be kind to other people. Yeah. If you feel like you need to be locked down and you can do so, I don't think anyone should be judging anyone for being like, I don't want to go out amongst that. The music, music is my intro, outro music. It's nice, isn't it? And I will leave you now with my love, with my support, and with my great big thumb. Bye-bye.